Hello again and welcome to the program where we bring you developments in Nigeria's energy sector with a focus on the activities of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited. This is Energy and You, and I'm Erusa Igumbo. On this episode, NNPC Limited gets global recognition over its dedication and commitment to transparency and accountability in its businesses. And final investment decision underway on the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project. Details of these stories and more in a moment. Please join us again. Thank you for staying with us. Now let's begin the show with an update on global oil prices for the week and other top international energy stories. Oil prices climbed at the start of the week after a drone attack on U.S. forces in Jordan. This has added to worries over supply disruption in the Middle East, with Houthi rebels stepping up their attacks on vessels in the Red Sea and hitting a Trafigura-operated fuel tanker. Risk of a widening conflict comes as Russian refined product exports are set to fall. Several refineries are now under repair following drone attacks. Brent crude futures rose 29 cents to $83.84 a barrel after hitting a session high of $84.80. Leading ministers from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and Allies will hold a virtual meeting on the 1st of February. The meeting is coming weeks ahead of a policy decision on oil production levels for April and beyond. The ministers will decide on further output policy. Qatar Energy and US-based Accelerate Energy signed a 15-year agreement to supply 1 million metric tons per year of liquefied natural gas LNG to be delivered to Bangladesh for 15 years from January 2026. Uganda has chosen United Arab Emirates-based Alpha MBM Investments to own a 60% stake in its planned refinery. The previous consortium ran out of time, losing its license for the Holima refinery in June 2023. Ugandan Minister of Energy and Minerals Development, Ruth Nankabiriwa, announced on Monday that Ugandan National Oil Company, UNOC, will hold the remaining 40%. NNPC Limited's commitment to promoting a culture of accountability and trust in its operations has gained recognition as global transparency body Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative 80 has ranked the company among the best in its latest assessments. This achievement was made known by the global body during a visit to the headquarters of NNPC Limited in Abuja. Here's the report.
The IT's Deputy Executive Director, Mr. Badi Balde, who led a delegation of the Global Transparency Body on a visit to the GCEO of NNPC Limited, Mele Kyari in Abuja, said NNPC Limited fared very well among companies in the same category, adding that only Equinox of Norway fared better than NNPC Limited in the global assessment. He, however, said there was still room for NNPC Limited to improve, while urging the company to remain engaged to play active role in its Nigerian unit, the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative 90.
The result of the assessment for NNPC was fairly similar to much of the result of the assessment for most of its peers, which engage at that level, from Qatar Petroleum to Shell, BP, and others. You would recognize yourself if you compare how you fared in our assessment in terms of upholding these principles and adhering to high standards of transparency, as those did. There are always areas of improvement. One of your peers did better than you, that was Equinor in Norway. But that is a very high bar to meet. But it is always worth having such a high aspirations, and we appreciate the effort being done because the environment are not the same. We appreciate the effort being done for such aspirations.
Earlier in his welcome remarks, the GCEO, Mele Kyari, stated that NNPC Limited's partnership with IT and NITI has impacted positively on the company and has made it more reliable and resourceful.
As a business today, we have done very well. Yes, there are help that we still need from the global EIT and Nigeria EIT so that more and more people are aware that we are working for them. I think this is the bottom line. At the end, we must seem to be working for this country, and making those disclosures helps us, and we're happy at any next opportunity we have so that we can showcase what your help has done to us, making us much more a reliant partner of our countrymen.
On the alleged non-remittance of revenue to the Federation accounts by the NNPC Limited, the GCEO advised NITI to always seek clarification on any perceived gap in its assessment. He explained that NNPC Limited was holding no public funds back and that what NITI reported as non-remittance was what was due to the company as payment for taking the burden of fuel subsidy on behalf of the federal government.
There's budget for a subsidy in 2021, 2022, and also half of 2023. Not a single naira or any dollar was paid to the company as a subsidy claim. So you cannot, now ask me, meet all your fiscal obligations, and the company would have been done. As a matter of fact, I'll share this with you. By the 30th of June this year, this company would have shut down, completely shut down. It was impossible to continue anymore because we're using total of NNPC's cash flow to support the subsidiaries. We're at a point of almost negative cash flow by the end of 30. And this is simply because you carry a burden that you shouldn't do.
On his part, the Executive Secretary of NITI, Dr. Orji Ogbonnaya Orji, called for the reconstitution of the NNPC-NITI Joint Committee on Reconciliation, stressing that the committee would help in straightening out any grey areas.
I've equally met with the civil society, and I have met with 90 staff at the top management level on the same issue. But NNPC is so strategic because there are certain issues that arose from that engagement. As we are celebrating the areas we did well, we are more concerned about the areas that we need strengthening, and some of those issues lie squarely on your shoulders.
No doubt, the recent rating by the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is a testament to the governance policy and transparency put in place by the management of NNPC Limited and its adherence to global values of transparency and accountability.
In a bid to fast-track the process of achieving the final investment decision on the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project, the federal government has intensified discussions with the Kingdom of Morocco. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Honorable Ekberikbo Ekbo, and the Moroccan Minister of Energy Transition and Sustainable Development, Ms. Leila Benali, recently held a meeting to discuss the progress and future prospects of the project. Take a look.
The event was anchored by the NNPC Limited's Executive Vice President, Gas, Power and New Energy, Mr. Olalikon Ogunleye, and the Director General of the Morocco National Office of Hydrocarbons and Mines, ONHYM, Me Amina Benkadra. The project aims to establish a strategic partnership between both nations, enhancing energy cooperation and fostering regional integration. The event focused on how to drive the partnership between the two countries to accelerate the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project in line with the series of Memoranda of Understanding MOUs signed between the two countries in Abuja in 2022. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Gas stressed the positive socio-economic impacts this project would have, particularly in facilitating access to clean and affordable energy, reducing emissions, and enhancing energy security for the country. Both parties emphasized the strategic importance of the project to the two countries and the entire African continent, and the need to drive it to completion expeditiously in line with the objective of stemming energy poverty on the African continent. The pipeline project is expected to provide a reliable source of natural gas, stimulating industrial development, power generation, and domestic consumption. The project will, among other things, help to drive monetization of Nigeria's gas resources, maintain NNPC Limited's energy leadership in Africa, and promote economic and regional integration among African countries. The event underscored the commitment of Nigeria and Morocco to strengthen bilateral ties through energy cooperation and economic partnerships. The meeting served as a platform to reaffirm the commitment of both Nigeria and Morocco in the successful realization of the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline project, with shared vision of leveraging energy resources to drive economic growth, create employment opportunities, and promote sustainable development, as well as fostering collaboration and international investment.
Introducing NNPC Foundation, established to set the pace for corporate social interventions in Nigeria and other key markets through capacity development programs, health-oriented initiatives, environmental sustainability, and providing access to energy. We are poised to empower and enrich the lives of Nigerians in a way that is sustainable, enduring, and impactful. We are not just another foundation. We are NNPC Foundation, creating a sustainable impact for a better tomorrow.
Time now for our weekly update on the successes recorded so far by NNPC Limited in its fight against crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism.
At 9:16 a.m. on January the 21st, 2024, Maton personnel, in collaboration with government security agencies, while on surveillance patrol, intercepted a large barge, MV Princess Hanamel 1, suspected to be used for illegal bunkering activities. It was hidden deep in the mangrove swamp in Kalatorubolu in southern Ijo local government area of Bayelsa State. The barge was intercepted in proximity to the Nigerian Ajib Oil Company pipeline to Bras, while 47 wooden and fiber boats were arrested and confiscated. On land, 4 vehicle arrests were made in Ika, Mereje, and Agbo in Delta State. Between the 20th to 26th of January 2024, 176 incidences were recorded across the Niger Delta. 63 illegal connections were discovered across Delta State, Bayelsa, and River State. In Bolo, Iba, Alo, Akokotoru, Eferekiri, and Mo in River State, Tebidaba, Konsho, Eduwini, and Central Boma in Bayelsa State, to Ogula in Delta State and Obuzo in Abia State, 34 illegal refineries were also spotted and destroyed. This map shows a geographical representation of incidences as at the 26th of January 2024. 2 illegal storage sites were discovered in Bayelsa and Delta states, while 16 cases of pipeline vandalism were reported in the past week. 7 of these incidents took place in the deep blue water, 22 in the western region, 101 in the central region, and 46 in the eastern region. In the past week, 20 suspects were arrested. For NNPC Limited, there is no backing down on the war on crude oil theft until the menace is eradicated for good. To report crude oil theft or suspicious activities within your area, call the numbers on your screen now or send an email to report@stopcrudetheft.com. Handsome rewards await the whistleblower. Do your part. Report oil theft today.
Still ahead, strategic call for better synergy and improved collaboration to combat the menace of crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism. Details shortly. Please stay.
We are the largest single asset holder in Africa's oil and gas industry and poised to be the dynamic global energy company of choice. We are constantly innovating to be the prime company for energy sufficiency. We are NNPC Limited, energy for today, energy for tomorrow.
You're still watching Energy and You. Now, on the 22nd of January 2024, Mr. Mele Kyari, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, paid a visit to the Inspector General of Police at the police headquarters in Abuja. The purpose of the visit was to discuss matters on the collaboration between the NNPC Limited and the Nigeria Police Force to combat crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism, as well as address other relevant issues of mutual interest. Energy and You covered that visit.
During the meeting, Mele Kyari expressed gratitude to the Inspector General of Police for his strong commitment to ensure the safety and security of NNPC Limited's assets and personnel across the country. He highlighted the importance of the company's operations in the overall economic growth of Nigeria and emphasized the need for a robust partnership with the Nigerian police force. The group CEO briefed the Inspector General on the current challenges faced by NNPC in terms of crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and illegal refineries. He emphasized the importance of a coordinated effort between NNPC and the MPF in combating these criminal activities to protect national resources and revenue.
The IG is very aware of the menace of oil bandits and oil thieves in the Niger Delta, almost threatening the overall fabric of our economy, leading to our intervention sometime in 2022 to set off a mechanism for intervention supported by all the government security agencies, and we're cooperating with them along all their capabilities that are available. This menace has not gone away. We still have issues around crude oil theft and vandal actions against our assets and facilities. We are still not able to fully recover from that menace, and that is why more and more concerted efforts are required for us to bring this to total control.
Responding, the Inspector General assured Mele Kyari of the Nigerian Police Force's commitment to collaborate with NNPC Limited in curbing these illegal activities. He acknowledged the significance of the NNPC's contribution to the Nigerian economy and expressed his organization's determination to maintain a safe and secure environment for the smooth operation of the company.
The police is ready to collaborate with you. We are ready to support your efforts. We are ready to take the bull by the horn. We will leverage on our closeness to the communities to ensure that we find a lasting solution to this problem of oil theft in Nigeria. There is no way we can develop if the menace of oil theft with the tempo that it is taking place presently continues. So we know that we just have to do something about it. We cannot say that the situation is so bad and we'll just fold our arms. There must be a solution to this problem.
The visit of Mele Kyari, Group CEO of NNPC Limited, to the Inspector General of Police was productive and highlighted the commitment of both organizations to tackle the challenges faced by the NNPC in terms of crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and illegal refineries. the NNPC Limited and the Nigerian Police Force remain resolute in their determination to maintain a peaceful and secure environment for Nigeria's oil and gas operations.
That's our wrap on the show this week. Thank you for watching. Well, let's do this again, same time next week. If you missed any part of this episode or previous ones, you can catch up by scanning the QR code on your screen now. Remember to also follow us on all our social media handles showing on your screen to get updates of events in Nigeria's energy sector and other activities of NNPC Limited. I'm Egosa Egumbo. We'll see you again. Bye for now.